as was before, we have Laxxus running this as well, and we'll let him give another small introduction for anybody who might have joined.
Hi, it's me again. You might know me from like 5 minutes ago. This time we are going to play some Panic Restaurant. Another NES game. This was a later NES title. Even more reason that it is unknown. Came out in '92, so after the SNES was released. So it really wasn't that popular. And if you want to try to get a cartridge of this game, it's really expensive, like most of these late NES games. But yeah, it's another hidden gem. I love this game. So let's get into it. So real quick, the story, very important. We are the chef Cookie, and the evil O'Dove, that's his name. He's a bit purple, but he stole our restaurant, so we are trying to get it back. And then also giant food is attacking us. Yeah, that is the story. It's pretty good. I'll let you know the timer. 3, 2, 1, go. No, that was horrible. But it works. Alright, as you can see, we are fighting a lot of food with our pan. Because, I mean, that's what you do as a chef. I just picked up another weapon, the spoon. Every weapon does the same amount of damage, but this one has a bit more range, so it's kind of nice to have on the boss. And here's already the first boss. First stage is really short. And there goes the first boss. So important to note about bosses is when you hit them, they have iframes, and while they are in iframes, they don't have a hitbox. So if you space out your hits properly, you can avoid getting hit by them by just keeping them in iframes. Alright, stage 2. This introduces global timers that start at the beginning of the stage for a lot of elevators and stuff. It's gonna be a thing in 3 out of the 5 remaining stages. The next elevator cycle is probably the tightest one. You really can't make any mistakes to get it. And if you miss it, you lose like 4 seconds. So let's see if we can do it. This room is not easy, but that looked pretty good. No, and I missed that jump. Okay, now we're gonna lose 4 seconds. Yeah, happens. Not too bad. But yeah, that's the thing we have to watch out for in other stages as well. Another thing we definitely see in this stage is lag. Lag is pretty much the biggest problem this game has. Like it looks great, it looks, plays really well, has great music, but the lag sometimes is really bad. That's why I try to kill as many enemies as possible without really slowing down too much. Because having and collecting their coins, because all of that just means so much lag. If you play this game casually and like you leave a lot of enemies on screen, it will slow down to like crawling speed basically. Yes, this game is almost RNG free. Second boss, yeah, not too interesting. It is a microwave. I mean, why not? Yeah, the only RNG in this game is the next boss, stage 3 boss. It's horrible RNG, but apart from that, it's no RNG at all, just execution. Once again, at the beginning of the stage, we are on a timer to make a to make an elevator cycle. If I miss this one, that's like 7 seconds lost, so you really don't want to do that. Also, these little bubbles here, they are also on a timer from the beginning of the stage, so basically everything that is timed is starting on a timer at the beginning of the stage. But we should be good. Getting back our spoon, our trusty spoon. You lose your weapon either when you get hit once or after the end of the stage, so fortunately you don't keep them between stages. These toasters are evil, by the way. They are the worst. Especially coming up here. Only damage boost in the whole run, because taking damage is so slow usually. Okay, we made it. The jump just off the ladder to hit the first toast is really tight, so I'm glad I got that one. Okay, yeah, let's wait here, because I wasted too much time. Didn't know where that cycle was. That's fine. Better than dying, I guess. Now, this is a perfectly normal restaurant. I don't know what you're talking about. I would totally eat here. Seems fine. Oh, also that, what I just picked up, increases my max health by 1. Okay, this is the RNG boss. The shrimps coming down are completely random. That wasn't too bad. Only 1 hit. I'll take that any day. And like I said on the first boss, as long as I time my attacks properly, I keep the boss in iframes the whole time, so I don't get damaged by his body. My favorite song. But basically every song in this game is great. If you wanna speedrun, always speedrun games with good music. That's the most important thing. Stupid tight jump coming up. Oh, I didn't make it. You can make that jump without getting hit, and it's really hard. But I'm stupid and I go for it even in marathon runs, because it saves like half a second if I don't mess up. There's a weird thing with that carrot that just ran out the door. If you lose some time killing the other carrot, then that guy sometimes comes back through the door and hits you because you're not ready for it. It's really weird. No, I missed turkey skip. I missed both turkey skips. Come on, game. Also, the sprites in this game are so great. I mean, this one with the invincibility is great. Like, even when he jumps, like how happy he is. It's so good. Okay, we're gonna grab this. I said we're gonna grab this for safety. Hopefully I don't need it, but this quick kill on this boss is probably one of the harder ones.
So we have a donation here from Panics86, that's $5 USD. I always wondered why this game is called Panic Restaurant. As far as I know, that name implies every restaurant in the world. Good luck, Laxxus. $5.
I mean, you're not wrong, but in most restaurants, there's not that much giant food running around. I wanna say. I don't know, maybe it's different in Canada. I don't know. We have to take a death here. It's unfortunate because I took 2 hits from the boss, but no big deal. Because I almost guaranteed have to take damage here to get rid of this fork. The fork is like the worst weapon. You just keep bouncing like this, and you can't get rid of it unless you get hit. And trying to avoid it is like a 2-frame jump. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna miss some cycles here. Yeah, this is another stage with global cycles. And this is also the worst stage and the hardest stage. Ice physics are always great. There's actually a super hard called test cycle that gets a faster cycle than I would normally go for. But that not only requires the 2-frame jump under the fork at the beginning of the stage. Now you also need to do a 1-frame tap jump under spikes, and if you press the button for more than 1 frame, you just die. It's a great strat. I would not recommend. But if you wanna go for a world record, you have to do it. That was the point where I was like, nah, I don't need to grind this further. Have a good time. See, this enemy, for example, just came back from after the door. He always does that. It's a bit weird. And usually it catches people off guard the first time. And the second time. Probably even the third time. Okay, also I picked up the plate. It's the only time I used the plate. No, that's not true. I use it in the next stage. But it's mostly because of this boss, because this boss without the plate is horrible. Oops, missed a hit. Not the greatest kill, but it works. Ice physics IRL are pretty shitty too, that's true. Oh yeah, Theagotch, the ducking sprite is probably my favorite sprite in this game. Alright, final stage. We pick up the plate again, our trusty weapon of choice for the final stages. We kinda don't wanna lose it for the first half. When I jump here at the right spot, I despawn an enemy because I deflect one of the shots, so it stays longer on screen, and that reduces lag. Some really interesting ways to reduce lag in this game. It's like the biggest thing you have to do in this game. Oops. Lag reduction is always interesting thing. Like, overall, I want to say this game is not very hard, neither casually nor as a speedrun, but the last 2 stages, they can definitely be rough. They are scary. Especially this end here. So easy to die here. On this jump. If you if you jump too high, you bonk the ceiling and just fall down into the spikes or into the enemy that pushes you into the spikes and you die. But hey, we made it. Final boss time against Odove. It's a weird fight. We fly in a pan and fight against his pan, and we have to hit his balloon. And if you don't hit his balloon or kill him in time, he just replenishes all his HP. So casually, this fight can be rough. It shouldn't take me more than a few seconds though. Perfect fight. And time. There we go. Fun fact about this game, the Japanese version is kinda different, because instead of a old chef, you have a young chef with black hair, and instead of a pen to attack, he uses headbutts. Because reasons, I don't know why you would use headbutts to kill enemies. And also in the Japanese version, the credits actually start. They don't start in the US version for whatever reason. I think they just messed it up, or they didn't want to show them, I don't know. Either way, I got both. Well, no, this run wasn't deathless, dang. It wasn't even deathless, but still a decent time. I think my PB is like a 13:35, so not too far off of this. Yeah, and in the JP version he doesn't have a mustache, he's young, and also like several item placements are different in the Japanese versions. They took out some enemies, so you have a little bit less lag, which is generally not bad. But yeah, it's weird changes.
Awesome. Well, that was a really good run. So good job on that, man. That was great to watch.
Thanks.
So from there, we're gonna take a brief intermission. Just want to say thank you again to Laxxus for the run, as well as the stopgap run that happened a little earlier as well. Those were both really cool to watch. And after this, we're gonna be going to Gods by Linkmeister.
Thanks for having me.
Stay tuned for that.